This is Jay the Barber, Truth Behind the Chair. I want to say thank you today for coming in, always giving me an ear. I appreciate that a lot, I really do. And I just want to say I have more and more episodes going to be coming up in the future. I've been doing my research and trying to find, more topics to speak on, things that, are relevant, except getting on here just, gossiping about a lot of worldly things. But today's episode is based upon T.I. and 50 Cent beefing with each other at this present time. For what I don't know, I don't know if they're trying to, sell a movie or whatever. Because I heard he's supposed to have T.I. signed to some movie they supposed to be coming up with. So I don't know what this beef may be about, but 50 did say some harsh words that I know they don't sit well with him based upon saying that he snitched. He's snitching on a situation that he got caught up in 2007 at the BET Awards in Atlanta. We're getting caught with those 12 guns. But I have some audio I'm going to let y'all peep out and let you hear what Tip had to say, the response that he's giving back to 50, and also see what 50 response is from T.I. response.
He sent to a simple 20-track battle on Instagram Live on the platform Verzuz. For those of you that don't know what Verzuz is, it was created during this quarantine time for artists to basically go against each other with whoever has the best tracks, whether it's producers or artists, whatever. And this past Monday was 50 Cent's birthday, so T.I. decided to basically call him out and say, let's do a 20-track battle to see who has the better music, who has the better catalog. And he said, I'm going to beat you, and that Kanye West beat you, so you probably won't take this challenge, so on and so forth. It started out very friendly, at least that's how I interpreted it when I watched the video, but since it has escalated to something a little more serious. But before we get into that, I want to explore where this alleged beef, I don't really want to call it a beef, it's kind of just a battle a little bit, and then it kind of just died down, where it exactly started. And the way it started was in 2008 when G-Unit dropped their second album, Terminate on Sight. There was a track on there called You So Tough, and in 50's verse, he goes at T.I. Not directly though. Let's make that clear. 50.
That album, Terminate on Sight, which G-Unit put out, that album flopped. I don't think it had one hit single on that album. And it might have been the last album they did as a group as G-Unit, I would think.
Is an artist that goes directly at artists. He doesn't care, he'll say their name. So on this track, he didn't go directly at him, but what he said related a lot to T.I., so naturally people made the connection. Back in 2007, when T.I. was scheduled to perform at the BET Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta, hours before he was going to perform, the FBI and all the police came and arrested him and found that he had 12 machine guns on him, and 2 of them had silencers on them. So as you can imagine, trying to get out of that situation when you're a previous convicted felon, and owning guns.
Now, come on now, 12 guns and already convicted felon. If T.I. would have gave them his ass to kiss, trust me, he wouldn't be here rapping today. Period. So ain't no way he was able to get 12 months out of that situation without giving up something. Because I even remember when he was going through that situation, that they had him doing some type of going around to young men trying to, I guess help them better their life. So I felt like that was one of the things that he had to do that came along with his sentence. And notice that after that episode, even that year when that occurred, he never done that again. So I think he owed him a favor with that. That's it.
It's obviously a problem if you're a previous convicted felon. So he had a huge problem on his hands. A lot of people were like, how in the hell is he going to get out of this situation without serving a lot of time? Well, he ended up getting out of the situation, served, I believe, 1 year in prison, 1 year of house arrest, and he had to do about 1,500 hours of community service. And to a lot of people, this didn't make sense, because if you compare Lil Wayne's situation, where they found a firearm on him, just a pistol, in New York, they found that and he got sentenced to 1 year just for one pistol. And I know New York laws.
You hear that? Because in New York, if you remember Plaxico Burress, the wide receiver that accidentally shot his own self in the leg, he had to do 2 years in jail, and he accidentally shot himself in the leg with his own gun. Now, I could tip, in New York laws are stricter, way stricter than Atlanta laws. How can Tip get caught with 12 guns and already a convicted felon getting caught with had prior gun cases get 12 months from a federal bid? It can't happen. Ain't no way in the hell it can happen, period. They don't care nothing about your hit records or who you are as your name. You're just another person that they can build as far as like putting you all in the paper in the media and make money off you. Go back to it.
Are way more stricter than Atlanta laws when it comes to firearms. But still, getting found with 10 machine guns and only getting a year for that is absurd, especially if you're a convicted felon. And I know you could have a lot of money, pay for great lawyers, but it's very hard to get out of that situation. So then 50 basically made a track addressing that and was confused. He basically accused T.I. of snitching. So let's go over the verse on the You So Tough track. He says, "What's today's mathematics? Ain't adding up. Get knocked with 10 machine guns, only get 12 months. Ooh, don't talk to me, you talk to him, you talking to them. I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said they would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, how do you explain how homie breathes? They said, keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese." Then after this verse came out, of course, everyone speculated it was about T.I. and that they would have a beef. MTV asked about it, and 50 just simply said, "I'm direct when it comes to going at artists." He was like, "I was just asking a simple question, and if the public wants it to be about T.I., they can make it about T.I."
You use real life situations to create something that's entertaining without being specific. That's entertainment to me. Like if I had an issue, when have you known me to be indirect with an issue?
You're pretty direct.
Right, so if I had a problem with any artist, trust me, they would know. You see what I'm saying? When I take it and I write that, it's because a lot of people think that. And they're not saying it because they're cowardly people. You see what I'm saying? So when you write it and you put it there, you leave it and say, watch, let me watch and see what happens. If there's so much controversy around it, you didn't say anything, then you go, see, they think that. They just won't say it to them because they're a bunch of punks.
You dropped a line for me, that line that starts off with about having the best lawyers.
I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, well, how do you explain how homie breathes? I said, keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. You so tough.
Are you telling me that's not directed at a specific rap?
Well, I can't. With my intentions, if I have a problem, you know, me, my MO, and I would just say something. You know, so it's not really directed at them. It's me taking real life situations that these things are relevant to hip hop. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I take it and I make something that's interesting enough for people to sink their teeth into, and then I move forward. If you have beef, then we make it beef.
Can you understand? Well, you know me, I'm direct too. Is that line about T.I.?
Absolutely, for the public to decide.
Then T.I. ended up responding in his own interview, but he kind of just brushed it off. And rightfully so, because at that time, the police were like heavily looking at T.I. Every move T.I. made was under a microscope. So him having beef with another rapper would just be horrible at that time.
I got to deal with each situation as how he come out of the person's mouth. You can misinterpret songs, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? When you're being interviewed and someone asks you, how do you feel about this? I gotta take that. I gotta take your verbal rather than listen to your lyrics and jump to a conclusion. And when I heard him speaking on it, he said he wasn't talking about me, you know what I'm saying? And me and 50 always had a decent rapport, you know. It wasn't never nothing negative. So, and like he said it's in conversation. At the same time, he said, man, he's never had a problem with saying people's names when he's speaking on them. And like that's not like 50. If he go in at somebody, he usually say their name and make it known. It's usually not ever whether or not. You know what I'm saying?
So that was the only thing that they ever had where it could potentially be a battle or a beef. Nothing since then. They've actually been friends. They did some work together. They jumped on tracks together. So nothing since then. But now T.I. has decided to call out 50 in a friendly 20-track battle. So here's the first video he sent out.
I heard it 50 Cent birthday. Well, happy birthday, 50. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, staying down, remaining healthy, alive and free for so long, man. But for your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your song. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of
Is it me? But sometimes I think Tip dress weird sometimes with his clothing.
That's 50. Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. You know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records, bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all got the G-Unit and all y'all bring y'all ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see the king. And I actually, you know, me and you, we all right. You know, I put you 50. I put you 50. It ain't you this time. It's your catalog that got some trouble. You understand? Your catalog is in trouble.
What made Tip think he the king of the South? I mean, you got other rappers that hip hop artists that came way before he did and made their mark strongly. You know, I can name a few. You know, as far as Scarface, shit, you can go Andre 3000. You know, but it just trips me out that he called himself the king of the South, and I don't know how he can even validate himself. I don't know if it's that he feel like he done more albums than anyone in the South, but Tip could be kind of cocky sometimes.
So, can't take it back. I done said it.
And then the caption of that video said, "Happy birthday, 50, with love, power, for life, BNF, and everything that you do on the TV. Now pull up and catch this trap music fade, big fella." He tagged everybody in the verses and he said 24 hours to respond. Repost if you ain't scared of this guy, 50. He then posts a second video with him on the phone with Kevin Hart, who shares the same birthday day as 50 Cent. In the caption, he says, "ATL versus NYC, TIP versus 50. Happy G-Day, Kevin Hart. Now tell 50, come on and catch this fade. Matter of fact, I'm looking for a jet to pull up on him at his little birthday party or whatever. I want to see what he's talking about. The South got something to say, and goddamn it, I'm saying it. Repost if you ain't scared of this guy."
Please tell 50 bring his ass on down here and get this smoke. Please tell 50 Cent get his hit records and come on and sit down and see what the South got to say, goddamn it.
Jesus Christ. You say you want that man to see all full-fledged what the South got.
I want him to see what the South got to say. Now listen, hey, I am the king below the Mason-Dixon line, king of the South. I speak for all of the Southern people. New York been saying shit under their breath about us and having little comments about us thinking it's all slow down here. But they want to come down here and go to our malls and go to our clubs. But then they want to kick it like, nigga, we substandard when they get back up top. Well, that's just...
Sorry about that.
Absolutely for the public to decide.
Then T.I. ended up responding in his own interview, but he kind of just brushed it off. And rightfully so, because at that time, the police were like heavily looking at T.I. Every move T.I. made was under a microscope. So him having beef with another rapper would just be horrible at that time.
I got to deal with this situation as high head come out of the person's mouth. You can misinterpret songs, lyrics. You know what I'm saying? When you're being interviewed and someone asks you how do you
I'm looking for a jet. I'm going up there and I'm gonna commandeer his celebration.
Jesus Christ. That man said commandeer. When you start using words like that, that's when you're serious.
I'm gonna commandeer his celebration, let him know happy birthday and all that old shit. But what the f is you gonna do, sir?
Yeah, you want the smoke. You want all the smoke.
I got to.
Say the more.
These motherfuckers been talking under their breath about us all these years.
Well, that's good news. I ain't said nothing.
And obviously what T.I. said made headlines, and 50 posted one of the articles of what T.I. said, and then in the caption he said, "Yo, somebody passed T.I. the weed they gave Smokey, and Friday, LOL." T.I. then responded with his own Instagram video once again, and basically said, 50 acknowledged my post, but he didn't want to accept the smoke.
And he acknowledged that he received a message. He ain't said nothing about accepting the challenge. Now come on, man, look, and all you other folk, man, all in the comment talking about, oh man, 50 gon' do it. Man, I mean, y'all scared of that nigga, not me. Somebody what 50 gon' goddamn do. Man, shut your scared ass up, get the fuck out the way, and let me handle this nigga. Now if you want some, then nigga, he can watch me handle you. Hell is you talking about? Caring about all that shaky ass shit, man. Caring about that shit, bro. From Atlanta, man. Caring about that shit. Scary, Larry ass, man. I don't care about that shit. You know what I mean? I'd rather die today before I live in fear than go for any on this hemisphere. You understand that? I don't want to hear nothing about none of that other shit. I don't know how many records sell, how many hits, how big are the hits. Yeah. Come on with it. Let's go.
He then posted another video and then another one after that, and this was the next morning through all of this. T.I. said that he tried flying out to 50 Cent's birthday party to show love and just to talk to him. Apparently T.I.'s homie called him and said, don't show up because they're not really wanting you to show up there. And that was because of Tony Yayo. The guy allegedly says that Tony Yayo had a problem with him, and then basically T.I. and T.I.'s homie went on Instagram Live to discuss that. I'm not going to post the full video in here. Most of these videos have been cut down because they're very long. So check this clip part out of the Instagram Live with T.I. and T.I.'s homie talking about the issues with Tony Yayo.
Shit, K-Dub, man, where you was at last night?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn doing what?
Doing 50 Cent party, had a great time, man. Great time.
Yeah. Man, shit, now, and when I talked to you, I told you I was what? What I told you?
Told me on the way, you got the jet already gassed up. Said don't come.
Yeah.
I said don't
What
come.
you say?
I said don't come.
You said what?
Shut down. I said
You said
don't
don't
come.
come. You
Don't
said don't
come.
come, man.
Cause New York's supposed to be shut down. Don't waste your money. Don't even come. Boy, when I tell you that boy, yeah, he either got a real problem some type of way, man. You ask me, he got some type of problem.
What do you mean?
Come, the way he came at me last night out of nowhere over jokes. I ain't never seen a 50-year-old grown man come at a nigga over some jokes.
Tony Yayo then
Yeah, Tony Yayo probably talking junk to my man, and probably pushing the envelope forward, like letting them know, go back, tell your man Tip, stop talking that shit or whatever. We come get him or whatever. That's what probably done took place.
responded in the comments of that video and said that they're clout chasing. Following that, the next morning, 50 Cent went on Twitter and took it to another personal level. He posted a video of T.I. on Crime Stoppers back in 2008 during an Atlanta news broadcast. And obviously, Crime Stoppers is a place where you go to report crime, which is essentially snitching. 50 then posted that video with the You So Tough song after the Crime Stoppers video, and in the caption he said, "Why do you make me do this?" Michael Blackson voice. "The first song I'm gonna play is You So Tough, TOS." T.I. saw this and reposted it on his Instagram page, and boy, he did not like it at all because he wrote a long caption responding to this. He started out saying, "I'll take this as an acceptance of this catalog challenge. Yes, sir." And then he tagged Timbaland, Swizz, and then Versus TV. And then he said, "We got him. He bit the bait. Set this shit up so I can finally shut this watermelon head, invisible neck ass guy up once and for all." As far as this clip goes, it's cute, old, outdated.
And Tim right about that when it comes to 50 head. 50 do got a big head, a real big head. And one of these videos, he tries to wear a turtleneck. It was fun as hell.
In poor taste, much like your catalog 50 Cent. However, I prefer facts, and the fact remains I have never given any information to any form of law enforcement at any time in life to get anybody any time for any crime. Supreme told me to ask 50 Cent if he can say the same. Involving Supreme and anything relating to 50, it gets very serious because if you guys don't know who Supreme is, watch my 50 versus Ja Rule documentary. Continuing on, he says, "Well, that's all I have to say about that. So let's set this date and select your songs off that one hot album you got, and let's lay your little overrated, outdated, steroid-inflated ass catalog to rest. RIP to 50 Cent's catalog. I seen you bully all them NY guys for years. Not the king though. You got the right run. Bring me the bully." T.I. continued it and posted a tweet from someone saying, "I'm having a discussion in the group chat, and 2008 was a crazy year for rap. Carter 3, 808s Heartbreak, The Recession, and Paper Trail all came out that year." T.I. then takes that and says, 50 Cent, what did you drop this year? What were you in your catalog contributing to the culture this year? Where were you? He tags again Versus TV, Swizz, Timbaland. He says, "Set the date and plug up the speakers." Now this is where T.I. gets a lot of information wrong because I don't think, rappers really pay attention to other rappers' release dates, sales, catalogs, all that, or they just mix it up, or who knows what the case is. But he responds to that post. T.I. adds in more stuff to his caption. He says, "For the record, in 2005, 50 Cent dropped The Massacre and it sold about 700,000 first week." That's incorrect. And I think why he said 700,000 first week is because he's confusing The Massacre with Curtis. Curtis dropped in 2000.
And that's that. Like I said, it's not this is not the time for two brothers to be going at each other head over some BS. It's trying times going on out here. We out here worried about doing songs and rapping against each other instead of trying to unite and for a bigger cause to, organize and come together as people, for one cause. We ain't got time for all this rapping and playing around, in this time because it's serious out here. It's very serious. But on that note, we hope T.I. and 50 can squash whatever they have going on and get back to doing the right thing. Trying to raise these young men. If they're going to continue to, the young men that's in hip hop today going to continue to have any career, guiding them in the right manner on how to go in that studio and make sense of it. Make sense of it. Not going in there just, putting shit together that doesn't, make any sense at the end of the day. But on that note, this is Jay the Barber, Truth Behind the Chair. I just want to say thank you all for always, supporting me, and I'm going to continue to give you my best work. And also, if you want to support my podcast show, you can go to J Hardy 48, J Hardy 48, $, J Hardy 48. And on that note, I want to say thank you all, And until we see each other again, I love you all. Live your best life. And we'll get through it. Peace.